When it comes to Ref Wayne, there's a lot of things that is just disingenuous. The first thing is that he totally and completely took over this interview. He is trying to prove to us that he is the founding father or part of the group that founded the Forex movement within South Africa. But that is false because people have been trading in South Africa for years. And this claim that he is making that he is the last man standing of the first generation Forex traders, I need you guys to pay attention to that, because what does that say about the other founding fathers who Ref Wayne oftentimes likes to take photos with? Doesn't that mean that they have fallen out due to scamming? It's funny how Ref Wayne talks about this being the age of Aquarius and everything being exposed, when for this whole podcast episode he has just been exposing how little he actually knows. Firstly, he doesn't correct the people on the what is Forex question. Secondly, he cannot formulate a coherent sentence to drive through his points. He leaps through topics and conversations and babbles like a madman. And when he realized he babbled too much, he jumps to a next topic nervously, or Macg stops him. When Macg asked him what is the difference between Forex and cryptocurrency, I was expecting the authority, the founding father of this Forex industry, to have a coherent answer for us. But this guy couldn't even answer that question. So to confuse everyone else in the room, he brought up stocks, bonds, and EFTs. And the joke is, bonds, stocks, and EFTs have nothing to do with the question, what is the difference between Forex and crypto? I like how Ref Wayne constantly harps on the fact that he created his own cryptocurrency, but he also noted that people poked holes into his cryptocurrency. Now, the people that he is talking about is Simon Brown. And Simon Brown basically tore Ref Wayne to shreds. Simon Brown is the OG of exposing, because all of this information that came to the public about Pipcoin is because of Simon Brown. Simon Brown silenced Ref Wayne publicly multiple times through their Twitter arguments, to the point that Ref Wayne, the guy who likes to have the last say, couldn't even come back anymore. Simon Brown publicly silenced Ref Wayne with public articles that he wrote for News24 and Fin24. And when I asked Ref Wayne about it, Ref Wayne said that he was gonna sue Simon Brown to take down these articles because it's damaging his reputation. And do you guys know what? That articles is still online, which means once again Ref Wayne was just lying. I love the fact that Ref Wayne spoke about 5,000 Bitcoin that he pegged the value of Pipcoin to, and according to my knowledge that I got directly from Ref Wayne himself, that could be found in this video that is linked here, you guys can see that Ref Wayne clearly always spoken about 50 Bitcoins and never 5,000 Bitcoins. But let me tell you why he's speaking about 5,000 Bitcoins. Because since the start of this podcast episode, Ref Wayne was trying to establish himself as the richest person amongst the guests there. And with him owning 5,000 Bitcoin, that would set him apart from Lesiba and apart from Nkobile, despite Lesiba probably having more money in the bank than Ref Wayne. Now, the fallacy in him saying that he pegged the value of Pipcoin to Bitcoin, the 5,000 Bitcoin that he said he has, is the fact that Pipcoin never fluctuated as Bitcoin did. Pipcoin always traded at a set price, which was 100 Rand, until it tanked to less than 10 cents. This next question is really gonna be a head scratcher. If Pipcoin was truly backed by Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is still in circulation and has even gone as far as being filed for being turned into a spot ETF by the world's largest investing house, BlackRock, why did Pipcoin crash in value? Why did it crash and burn? Especially if Bitcoin was just rising in value. That is a question that I really need answers for. One thing Ref Wayne is constantly bragging about is this article about him in Forbes. But one thing that he doesn't notify people is that Forbes India shamelessly and shamefully on Ref Wayne denies having any relation to this article, denies having any journalist or Forbes itself work on this article. So this was actually just a paid placement. And you guys know me, I don't like to talk out the side of my arse. You guys see these articles that is placed so about Lesiba as well. These aren't people that is taking an interest to them. This has been paid for. When I asked if I could have a similar article featured of myself in these online articles where Lesiba and Ref Wayne and Clint Fester them is being featured in, I got charged from $60 upwards. Here is the receipts. You guys can see so for yourself. This is why I'm saying the hype that's around these guys, especially around Lesiba and Ref Wayne, is hype that they have created for themselves. I also found it funny that Ref Wayne was constantly going on about how he created South Africa's first cryptocurrency, but he couldn't even explain what a blockchain is. And you guys must understand, when it came to the point of him talking about him creating PipChain, Simon Brown already exposed the fact that PipChain is a dupe of blockchain. When it comes to all of the online information, Ref Wayne copied and pasted everything off Bitcoin, and he replaced the words Bitcoin with Pipcoin to make it seem like that is his information that he is putting forward. So him even going as far as to say he doesn't want his operation to run like Bitcoin, that is a complete and utter lie. He talks about Pipcoin also being a peer-to-peer system, and I don't understand how it could have failed if 66,000 people was actively trading in Pipcoin when it imploded. And when Soap and Duka asked Ref Wayne if the people that lost their money got their money back, Ref Wayne gave an elongated and confusing story, but he never got to the crux of the question. And the crux of the question is no one got their money back because Ref Wayne made it all disappear. Ref Wayne was speaking about everyone that was busy making withdrawals, and that's how no more money was left for people that invested in Pipcoin. But I find that highly disingenuous, especially seeing that Ref Wayne promised people 35% monthly returns on their investment. So if there was 35% monthly return on investment through Pipcoin, why couldn't everyone get their money back? And when Nkobile asked Ref Wayne about where the money actually went to after you have paid for Pipcoins, Ref Wayne spoke about an escrow account. I've explained on this channel what an escrow account is before, and Ref Wayne has insinuated that whenever you buy Pipcoins, your money first goes into an escrow account. But then later on in that very same interview, when Nkobile asked him again, where does the money go to after it has left my bank account, Ref Wayne says it goes directly from the buyer to the seller. So why would you try and evade any type of accountability or responsibility by bringing in an escrow account that was never used, by the way? What was funny is that when they spoke about the witchcraft part in the Forex trading industry, Ref Wayne was really quick to answer, and I need you guys to understand that Ref Wayne is the witchcraft in this industry. Or are you guys forgetting how he tried to curse me for simply speaking about this Pipcoin matter? I also need you guys to understand that why I say Ref Wayne is the witchcraft is after they've spoken about Sandile Shezi and where the money has gone to, Ref Wayne was too particular around what happened with that principal's money, because he said, I don't know if he went to go buy a California. For you guys that's not catching, a California is a Ferrari. Now, why would Ref Wayne say something like that? Is it because he is guessing? Or is it because this is an informed statement that he is making here and that he maybe knows what's going on behind the scenes there? If there's one thing that you guys can count on, is that I will always be there to count their lies for them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.